Hello, welcome back to the channel. And as a wise man once said, you know the Pistons won again. I won't say the next word because I'm trying to be a bit more monetized friendly on here, hopefully going forward. But um, the Pistons did indeed win again last night. Took care of the New York Knicks. This is the third win of the season for Pistons over the Knicks. They sweep the season series 3-0 since obviously that horrific playoff series in which I was in attendance for all three home losses. Um, this game was obviously won 126-111. The game before was 118-80, and the game before was 121-90. So the Knicks are getting closer. The Knicks didn't see Jalen Duren once in 3 games and lost by a combined 84 points. Obviously, last night was the Cade Cunningham takeover game. He was on the cover of GQ magazine and said that he was the best American player in the world in basketball. And I think he proved it last night. Obviously, he's had a hell of a week. Just came off the All-Star game where he played incredibly well. He and Jalen Duren won that game. Duren obviously suspended. So was Isaiah Stewart, obviously. And that means Tolu Smith and Paul Reed were your front court last night. And they won handedly. Tolu Smith, 4 points, 18 minutes, 2 for 3. And Paul Reed had 29 minutes, 18 points, 7 of 9 from shooting, 4 for 4 from the line, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 3 blocks. And what is that? So, yeah, 7 rebounds. He had 4 fouls in pretty quick succession. At least 3 of them were in the right after the second half, which kind of let Karl-Anthony Towns get going. I think he had like 2 points at the half, and then it was 1-1. But once again, it's Brunson and the other guys just not doing anything for him. The Knicks had another horrific game shooting from 3. They were 8 for 35. I think they were like 2 for 20 at the half again. So, there's one thing where it's missing open threes, but it's like the third game in a row now they've played the Pistons where the best defense in the country, Pistons, ended up holding them to basically no 3-point shots. I mean, 8 is for an NBA game is crazy. For context, Cade Cunningham and Duncan Robinson combined for 8 for 17 from 3. So the Knicks had more free throw attempts, more free throw makes than the other team had attempts. The Pistons had attempts, which is always usually a pretty good indicator that you're going to win the game. But once again, the Pistons had more assists, more rebounds, even more turnovers, same amount of steals, more blocks, same amount of offensive rebounds, and less fouls. Looking at the game again, like I said, the Cade Cunningham game. You don't just go on the cover, say you're the best team, best American, go head up against Jalen Brunson, probably one of the other best Americans, and just drop 42 points, 13 assists, and 8 rebounds. I mean, it was unbelievable. There was one series, I almost want to put it in the clip, but I'll get copyrighted, where he hits a step back 3 on new Nick, Jeremy Sochan, and Jeremy gets in his face after it, and Cade headbutts him and just gets right in his face and is like, man, I'm here. And then earlier in the game, he had a crazy poster dunk, went right down the lane, just an absolute tomahawk. It's crazy. I mean, Paul Reed's your second leading scorer. He's your third string center. This team is just so deep. I was talking to my good friends last night, and he literally is just like, we've gotten to the point where like the Pistons will be without some of their best guys for like a month, like they could be, and they would still win. Like we're seeing Isaiah Stewart, the heartbeat of this team, the best defender arguably in the NBA. I mean, him and Desar are unbelievable, and you're going to be fine. It seems like. I know obviously you'd want him to play, but it's crazy how the depth of this team. People like me were kind of frustrated. We didn't make a big move, a big trade. I mean, you got rid of Jaden Ivey for, a salary filler and flip of a pick. You really did nothing at the deadline, but it looks like you might not have needed it. When you got guys like Ron Holland coming off the bench, 12 minutes, 7 points, 3 for 3 from shooting. Javonte Green, 2 for 4 off the bench. Karis LeVert, 3 for 6 off the bench. Jenkins, 3 for 4 off the bench. Tolu Smith, 2 for 3 off the bench. The bench shot the lights out. I sat in this exact same spot and did a video 2 days ago about the Michigan Wolverines, and it was like, hey, the bench came in was crazy. The bench, they did miss some threes. The bench for the Pistons was 1, 2, 4 for 7 from 3, so above 50%. The Knicks bench, for context, was 3 for 13. Jose Alvarado was 0 for 5. Shamet was 3 for 8. So I mean, that right there is just kind of what you need. I mean, you can look at the team stats. It'll do the bench scoring add up for me. But I mean, once again, you beat a big team on the road. The guys you need to step up. Let's see here. Bench points have that stat for me. I don't think it does. That's annoying. But largest lead for the Pistons was 19. Largest lead for the Knicks was 7. Um, more points in the paint for the Pistons, more fast break points. It was just everything you wanted. Better shooting percentages across the board, as you might imagine. And there was a really funny thing at the end of the game where they just started panning to all the celebrities in the crowd, and it was just like, all you guys show up to watch the Pistons win again. As the title would probably this video will likely say. This one's obviously in the Garden. Cade loves playing in the Garden. I mean, there was some stat where it's like he's averaging like 28, 29 a game in the Garden. So there's going to need to be some serious conversations amongst me and my friends and my non-existent financial advisor. There's could be a very deep playoff run for the Pistons this year. And what's very interesting is I think the other cities in Detroit have tried to do what the Pistons are doing now, where we're way ahead of schedule on the rebuild. Trust the young guys, get good. I mean, again, we haven't won a home playoff game since I was in like elementary school. Okay, it's been like 15 years. So let's worry about that first. But this team's tied for first in terms of odds to win the East. They should be favored. They're the 1 seed in the East. They're 41-13, which is insane. 19-7 away from home. I mean, I am one of the bigger Pistons fans you could find. And I didn't see this coming. I mean, I thought that we would be kind of like where the Raptors are right now. A frisky team could potentially make something happen, win the 4-5 matchup, and then go maybe screw around with the 1 seed. But this is something else. They keep doing this bit where it's like, oh, the Cavaliers, are they the best team in the NBA or best team in the East? They're 8 games back. I understand they added Harden, but they beat the Knicks. They beat the Nets last night, a tanking team, and we beat the hell out of the Knicks. So it's going to be a really fun time. April and the D this year is going to be a ton with everybody going on. Obviously, we got a lot going on going forward with this channel, hopefully, and a lot of stuff going on in general. So thank you all for watching. Let me know down below what you think about the Pistons. Like and subscribe, comment, send it to a friend, and hey, we'll see you guys next time. Peace.